have Cooper, Wolfie, and Bentley up front with Nate and Connor in back. Same line staying out. Same line staying out. Cooper for an interference. Back to even strength. So I've been told it's blurry again today, so I will do my best to provide some commentary. Will, Zach, and Wolfie up front, Anson and Connor in back. We win the face-off. and toss it in down below the goal line. Zach giving chase. Wolfie coming in late. Up the half wall. Will keeps it in. Wolfie on the puck now. Wolfie able to keep it in. Tosses it down below the goal line. Tacoma's chasing it. They got 2 on the puck. Wolfie and Will. Will blows up the Tacoma player. Tacoma gets it out. Tacoma on the rush. Overshoots Sawyer. Puck goes around out of the zone, and they get an offsides. Jackson, Parker, and Braden coming out with Nate and Jake in back. $12 left in the first. Tacoma wins it back and gets it across the line. Try to chip it in, but we pick it up at the half wall. Jake carrying the puck up the ice, pass out to Parker, a little too strong. Tacoma gets it out of the zone. We're regrouping at center ice, but chip it in and get an offsides. Looks like we're gonna do a face-off at center. Same line stop. We win the face-off, but Tacoma dumps it deep into the zone. Jake giving chase. Jake wins the puck, takes a hit, and is trying to get the puck up the half wall to Braden. Braden gets it out of the zone with speed, chips it up the side wall, but Tacoma picks it off. Tacoma takes it away from Braden. Parker takes it away from Tacoma. Tacoma gets it out of their zone, and then we enter the zone offsides. We got Cinco, Caven, and Zach coming out with Connor and Bentley in back. Zach wins the face-off and controls, dumps it in. Zach gives chase. Cinco collects it, gets it to Zach. Loses the puck up the middle. Connor collects it at center ice, dancing, trying to find somebody open, gets it to Caven. Caven tries to get a deep chip, then chases. Tacoma coming around the back, chips it off of the wall and out of the zone. Connor collects at center ice, looks for Bentley, not quite there. Cinco catches the pass and dumps it in. Cinco on the forecheck, gets a stick on it, pops out of the zone. Connor dumps in, we get a change, so we got Cooper, Jackson, and Braden out there with Bentley and Connor. Cooper giving chase, breaks up the puck. Braden carries it up the half wall, gets it deep. Cooper around the back of the net, looking for somebody out front. Tries to get it around, but Tacoma breaks it up. Jackson fights for it in the corner. Tacoma picks up the puck and gets it out of the zone with speed. Looks like they're trying to get it 4-on-1. Hard shot at Sawyer, who gets a glove on it. Bouncing puck in front of the net. Looks like Cooper is able to grab it and get it out of the zone. Braden up the far wall, in with speed, trying to get around the defense off of their goalie. They chip it out to center ice. Jake catches the pass, dumps it off to Jackson. Jackson collects, takes a breath, throws it far wall to Cooper. Cooper working it up the wall, takes a big hit. Braden makes sure that he gets a little to follow it up. Cooper is taking a breather. Let's go ahead and let him catch his breath. 9.5 left in the first. No arms went up. No one's in the box. Gonna keep it 5-on-5. 9.5 left in the first.
Go, Ranger!
Parker, Braden, Jackson with Nate and Jake in the back. All right. We win the face-off and are able to collect. Braden's trying to get it in the zone. Tacoma giving quite the fight. We enter offside because of their sticks at the blue.
Go, Ranger!
Jackson wins the face-off back. Parker collects, gets it over to Nate. Nate trying to collect and chips it in. Not able to get it deep, so Jackson dumps it back to Nate for a shot. Tacoma chips it out. Jake collects, fighting off a Tacoma defenseman. Goes all the way into the corner, takes a big hit, then Nate works it up the wall. Chips it to Parker at half ice. Jackson collects at our blue, looking for some space, looking for a different player, looking for the wall. Chips it off the wall to center ice. Tacoma collects and is now trying to work it into the zone. They give up the puck at half ice. Jackson collects, looking for Braden at half ice, who collects, gets it into the zone. Then Tacoma chips it out. Nate dumps it in deep. Jackson giving chase. Jackson below the goal line, tries to chip it to Braden, but goes a little high. Tacoma collects it at the half wall and chips it out. Connor giving chase. Are they going to call off the ice? Nope, they're going to give us the ice. Cinco, Will, and Zach out with Bentley and Connor in back. Tacoma wins it back below the Blues. Cinco takes it off of their player, but Tacoma fights for it. Zach fighting up against the wall with Cinco in support. Tacoma comes away with it. Will gets a stick on it, but Tacoma carries it out. Tacoma on a 3-on-1, looking for a player, but they shoot it right into Sawyer's midsection. Heck of a save. Jackson, Parker, and Braden coming out with Jake and Nate.
Hey! Stop! Go! Take drop! Go! Wait, centers, you have got to wait until your players are lined up. You cannot just put your head down.
Tacoma gives up the face-off. Nate takes it around the back of the net, chips it back behind him, looking for an open player. Parker collects, looking for a pass, centers it for Tacoma, and Tacoma gets a shot off over Sawyer's net. Parker fighting for it below the goal line. Tacoma collects, but gives it out to Braden. Braden working it up the center ice, carries it in with speed, looking for Jake. Doesn't quite get it to Jake, right at their goal. 7.5 in the first. Jackson, Parker, Braden with Jake and Nate in back. Tacoma wins the face-off and immediately ices it. So we're going to do the same thing all over again, but with 2 seconds off of the clock. Tacoma collects face-off, works it up ice, but loses it at center ice. Nate is able to collect it in our D zone and chips it up to Parker. Parker trying to get it into the zone and does, working his way through their D, gets a hard shot on net and goes 5-hole on the goalie. 1-0 us. 7 left in the first. Will, Zach, and Caven out with Anson and Connor in back. Tacoma takes the face off. Caven on. Zach picks it up. and loses it at the half wall, fighting through 3 Tacoma players. Tacoma trying to get it out, but can't handle the puck. Zach gives chase, picks it up at center ice, dumps it back to Connor, who is looking to change the side of the ice. Not able to pick up that pass. Zach collects it at our blue line, but Tacoma is able to dump it in deep. Connor collects it, carries it around the back of the net, turns around again, stands there, dances, loses the puck, but Zach is able to collect it, looking for somebody to streak up the ice. Tacoma picks up the puck, makes a shot, doesn't quite get there. Connor chips it around to Anson, loses it. I guess it was Haven, not Anson. Tacoma chips it back into their zone offsides. Wolfie, Cinco, and Cooper coming in with Nate and Jake. Wolfie wins the face-off back to Cinco, who chips it up the ice. Cooper collects it at the blue. Wolfie collects and supports. Tacoma gets called for an interference there at the blue while we were trying to chip it in. We are going on the power play with 6 minutes left in the first. Parker's fighting for the face-off. Jackson's able to collect, hard shot up the middle. Tacoma tries to get it up the boards, but Zach gets it at the blue line, but the puck comes out. We're able to collect, and it looks like another penalty is coming, and it is. I haven't seen for what yet. For a trip. So we're going to be 5-on-3 for a minute 13 here. Parker isn't able to win that face-off, but we get it. Allison over to Braden with a one-timer, goes hard past the net. Jackson up against the boards, fighting for it. Parker collects. Parker looking for Braden, who collects it at the dot. Jackson over in Ovi's office, collects and keeps it in. Who passes it to Parker. Braden on the far wall. Zach in Ovi's office looking for Jackson up the middle. Hard shot that rebounds off of the goalie. Zach with the follow-up right at the goalie. Two good saves. I'll be honest with you, I lost the puck after Jackson shot it. I didn't know there was a rebound until the goalie caught it. Parker centering, Jackson. They're caught waving off the ice for some reason. So Zach and Braden give chase. Zach collects behind the net and is working their way up the ice. Hail Mary pass up Jackson across the ice to Braden. Braden entering with speed around the defenseman. Makes a heck of a move, but a better save by the goalie. Jackson fights Tacoma player, and Braden collects over to Jake, who drops it back to Braden on the half wall to center, or up the middle to Zach, who collects, passes to Jackson over in Ovi's office, tries to make a cross-ice pass, but Tacoma stops it. Tacoma player coming out of the box picks off the pass, and they get it into our zone, but we immediately pop it back out. Tacoma shoots the puck into our net, but Sawyer stops the wraparound. Braden's able to grab it and get up ice with speed across center ice into the zone. Hard stick from Tacoma separates puck from player. Puck down below the goal line. Jake giving chase. Tries to chip it up off the wall, but Nate is able to keep it in. Jake now fighting for it on the half wall. Jake looking for a center. Parker's there. Puck can't quite get there. I think that was either Jake or Braden on the rebound off of the goalie, who's able to collect. Will, Wolfie, and Cooper coming out with Anson and Nate in back. We win the face-off, but Tacoma collects, chips it up the boards. Anson tries to pinch, but Tacoma gets around. Anson collects the puck, dumps, swings it around. Wolfie picks it up on the half wall. Tacoma is able to fight the puck there. Cooper collects it on the half wall, dumps it back below the goal line. Anson collects, rims it around. Wolfie at the half wall is able to get the puck out of the zone now with Will on support. Cooper coming in on the far side. Parks in front of the net, gets a good stick on it, but goes a little high. Tacoma coming out of the zone. Tacoma entering the zone with speed. 1-on-5, hard shot. Sawyer saves. Anson at the half wall trying to chip it through. Cooper providing support. Will providing support. Cooper looking to chip out. He is able to do so. Tacoma in their zone. Wolfie giving chase. They switch side of ice. Tacoma comes in on a rush. They caught us on a change. 1-1. Jackson, Parker, Braden up front, Bentley, and Connor in back.
Do it again. Let's go, Tacoma.
Tacoma collects the face-off and gets it into their zone with speed. Hard shot off net, all the way around. Hard hit from Bentley up against... Looks like we're getting Bentley for a cross-check. So we'll bring it back down to our zone. 2.5 left in the first. Jake, Nate, Jackson, and Braden. All right, we need 2 new centers. Braden coming in for us. Fight for the face-off. We're able to collect. Jackson brings it around back and flips it all the way down for an ice. Took 9 seconds off of the penalty there. Derek providing wise words to our captain. We take the face off. Jackson chips it really high off of the boards, is able to collect it with his hand. Loses it at the blue, so we have to bring it back. Braden back to Jake, who's looking for some room. Jake weaving his way through 5 Tacoma players. Gets a hard shot on net, but goes over the goalie's shoulder. Tacoma collects and is bringing it around the back of the net. Got a change. Going cross ice, but misses their man. Nate is able to bring it back to Jake, who's more than happy to watch time wheel off the clock. Nate looking for Jackson at half ice, who chips it up ice, looking for Braden. Nope. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain why that's an interference. Jackson literally had possession of the puck. But I guess we're going to bring it back down here for reasons that are beyond my comprehension. Five on 3, Anson, Braden, and Nate gonna try and wheel this off. All right, we win the face-off, chip it up the boards, aren't able to get it out of the zone. Braden giving chase, Anson clearing the front of the net, which is awesome. Braden giving chase at the blue. Tacoma gets it near side. Braden collects, tries to chip it out, but isn't able to get through 3 Tacoma players. Anson collects, chips, gets it out of the zone for maybe an ice. Yep, it's an ice. So we got 5 seconds left on the first penalty, a minute left on the second penalty. 1:11 left in the first. Bringing Connor, Parker, and Jake out. Tacoma takes the face-off, looking D to D, up the middle, hard shot right into Sawyer's belly, and then Tacoma cleans up the rebound. 2-1 now. We should be even strength now. Braden, Jackson, Parker, Connor, and Nate. Tacoma is able to collect the face-off, but we are able to win it and then get it to Nate. Nate to Connor, looking for Parker, center ice. Can't quite get there. Nate and Parker trying to get it into the zone. Gets it into the zone. Parker's fighting 3 Tacoma players. The puck pops loose. Jackson back in our zone, looking for somebody to pass to. Off of Connor's stick, we're able to collect. Parker looking for space. Parker working into our zone with speed. Tacoma gives him the business, entering the zone. Tacoma takes the puck around the back of the net and ships it out to center ice. Jackson collecting. Jackson looking for the long pass to Parker, who can't collect. Tacoma tosses it into our zone for an ice.
Go, Ranger!
Zach, Cooper, Wolfie, Jake, and Bentley. 10 seconds left. Tacoma collects the puck behind the net, looking for somebody on the half wall. They break it out up the middle. Jake collects, and that is our first period, folks. 2-1 Tacoma. Shots are 11-7. Zach, Jackson, and Parker to start. We win it back to Nate, who tosses it over to Zach, entering our zone. Zach at the half wall, loses it to Tacoma. Tacoma tries to get it out of the zone, but Nate collects at the blue. Zach dancing, dumps it off to Jackson, who's fighting down the corner, rims it around to Parker on our half wall. Tacoma giving chase. Parker takes a big hit and delivers one right back. Zach, hard shot on their goalie. Tacoma collects, gets it up the half wall, looking to break out up the middle, but they are unable to complete it. Back to Jake. Tacoma, nope, us. Zach dumps it in. Parker giving chase hard. Tacoma collects, tries to get it up the zone, but Zach stops them. Zach to the middle. Jake, hard shot off of their goalie. And Tacoma chips it out. They're giving chase, we're giving chase, lots of chasing. Braden is able to collect the puck, looking for a long pass to Jackson, catching them on a change. Jackson snipes it from the face-off dot, 2-2. 15 left in the first. Wolfie, Will, and Zach with Connor and Bentley in back. We win the face-off back to Bentley. Bentley looking up the middle, not quite there. Tacoma chips it in deep, but I think we've got an ice. Nope, they're not going to wave it off. Sawyer collects the puck, tries to rim it around. Tacoma collects it at the blue. Will works it behind the net, but Tacoma collects, centers, and wasn't able to connect. Wolfie back behind the net, working it up the wall. Connor giving chase, centering past Tacoma right in front of Sawyer, who hammers it home. 3-2. Cooper, Jackson, Parker with Nate and Jake in the back. Jackson takes the face off up the middle, jumps it. Tacoma is able to collect, but we keep it in the zone. Parker shot off of the goalie. Puck comes up the middle. Tacoma looking to get it out of zone. Tacoma carrying the puck, but Jackson takes it off of them. Over to Nate, who's looking for Cooper on the half wall. Tap pass up to Parker, who has to fight off two Tacoma players. We dump it in. Cooper giving chase hard into the corner, who cycles it back to Jake. Tacoma breaks it up, trying to chip it up the wall. Tacoma gets it out of the zone, but Nate is able to get the puck, looking for somebody up the half wall. Tacoma chips it back in. Jackson collects, looking for somebody. He tosses it off of the half wall, and we get an ice. Guess that wasn't the half wall, it was bench wall. Zach, Wolfie, and Braden. Tacoma is able to collect the face-off and dumps it into the far corner. Wolfie giving chase, fighting up against the wall. Scrum out in the middle. Anson giving chase. Anson collecting, getting it up the wall. Wolfie looking to break out up the middle, but Tacoma collects it. Zach looking to get it out of the zone. Zach looking to get it out of the zone. We got it out of the zone. Wolfie fighting for it. Tacoma dumps it back in. Anson's collecting it behind the back of the net. Connor on the rim, looking to get it out, looking to break it out up the middle. Tacoma fighting. Tacoma offsides. Braden, Jackson, Parker with Nate and Jake in the back. We were able to collect the face-off. Braden entering the zone, looking for Parker in the middle. Goalie gets a stick on it. Parker across the middle to Jackson on the far side, who gives it a one-timer. Jackson looking to cycle the puck back in. Puck comes out. Jackson collects the puck at center ice. Jackson looks to get the puck up the ice. Nate has it now, looking far side for Parker. Parker getting into the zone with speed. Tacoma takes it off of him, but Braden dances, puts it off of the goalie's mask. But Tacoma is able to clear the puck into the corner. Jake picks it up. Tacoma looking to get out of the zone, but Jake is able to collect. All right. Parker collects at half ice. Parker over to Nate. Nate looking for somebody. Yep, there he goes with Braden entering the zone. He dumps it off to Jackson on the far side. He goes top shelf. 3-3. 12 minutes left in the second. Jackson, Zach, and Will with Connor and Bentley in back. We're able to collect the face-off. Zach chips it into the zone and gets hard on the forecheck. Tacoma back behind the net, tries to chip it up. Bentley looking to pinch and gets it back to Zach down in the corner. Tacoma collects, trying to get it out of the zone, but Will is able to stop them from doing that. Puck comes out of the zone. Bentley collects. Bentley cross ice to Cooper, who gets carries the puck into the zone. Gets it down low. Will on the forecheck. Puck goes into the corner. Tacoma looks to chip it out. Connor pinches. Tacoma is able to collect on a 2-on-1. Tacoma whiffs on it. Zach on the chase is able to get the puck up the half wall. Tacoma collects it at the blue. Connor takes it off of the midsection. And then they blow the play dead because the net is off its moorings. Need one more, coach. Parker, Jackson, Braden with Nate and Anson in the back. We are able to win the face-off, it looks like, even though we went to the Tacoma side. Puck goes real high in the air. Scrum at center ice. But Tacoma, nope. Tacoma does, in fact, collect the puck at center ice and chips and kind of chases. Nate collects the puck behind the back of the net, looking up the side to Parker. Parker chips it off the board, looking for Braden. Now we've got a chip and chase in. Parker giving the forecheck. Tacoma around the back of the net, looking to get it out. It jumps just over the blue. Tacoma tries to chip it in, but Jackson collects. Tosses it off the wall. Tacoma collects. Tacoma enters the zone hard off of Sawyer's blocker. Tacoma collects it at the half wall, looking to get it to the center. Gives a little weak shot off of Sawyer's pads. We're fighting for it down now in the corner. Tacoma gets it out to the blue. Hard shot off net. Tacoma wins it in the corner. Hard shot. Tacoma on the rebound in the corner, bringing it up back to the blue. Defenseman cycles it down below. Nate takes it off of them, looking to break out. Tosses it high. Braden giving chase. Braden's got a shot if he gets it, which he does. Smacks it on the back of the net. Tacoma collects it in the corner, looking to get out. Tacoma working it through half ice, tries to dump it in, but we get a stick on it. Zach collects it in our zone, looking for Braden off of the wall. He's got Parker on the far side. Takes a hard shot off the back of the net. Tacoma rims it around, looking for one of their players at the half wall. Zach gives chase. They bounce it off of the wall to half ice. Bentley collects, looking to chip it into their zone. Gets it about halfway there, then Tacoma ices. 9 minutes left in the second. Will, Cooper, Zach with Bentley and Connor in back. Zach pulls the face off back to Bentley, who gives it a slapper up front. Tacoma is able to block it. Tries to toss it out. We've got a 2-on-3 now. Tacoma trying to enter the zone. Tries to chip and chase, but they are unable to do so. We're trying to work it up the wall. Scrum in front of the benches. Puck comes out to center ice, now down to the blue. Tacoma keeps chipping it up the ice. We collect Connor up the wall to Cooper. Tries to enter the zone, but Tacoma blocks it. Tacoma on the far side. Zach keeps it in the zone, but Tacoma gets it and chips it out. Bentley looking to collect. Is he going to go to Connor? Nope. He's going to bring it up center ice to Zach, who chips it to Will, who's able to get it in our zone. Fight there at the blue line. Zach and Will. Puck in, puck out, puck in. Comes out to center ice. Cooper going in. Hard shot. Goalie gloves it. Gonna have a face-off down in their zone. Jackson, Braden, Parker, Jake, and Nathan back. All right, we win the face-off back to Nate, who rips a shot, but goalie's able to glove. Looked like a tailor-made double play ball. Jackson wins the face-off forward and puts it right into the goalie's pads. Tacoma rims it around, but we're able to collect it. Nope, puck comes out, Braden collects, tosses it to Nate at our blue line, who is looking to go back across the ice to Braden, who brings it up the middle with speed. What's he gonna do? Dances through it, tries to go 5-hole, but Connor and Anson coming out in the back. We got Parker, Jackson, Braden up front. Scrum in the face-off dot. Tacoma's able to get it back below their goal line. Parker and Jackson fighting for it behind. Braden's able to rip it out. Braden looking for Jackson out front, but Tacoma rides him into the Zam corner. Tacoma is able to get it out of the zone. They've got a player who collects it at center ice. They're able to get it into their zone deep, but they're not able to collect it. Anson chips it up to the half wall and gives chase. Fight for it down at the face-off dot, goes far side. Parker collects, looks for Jackson up the wall, but we've got a whistle for interference on Hume. For Connor, it looks like. Yep, Connor on an interference. I didn't see it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I didn't see it. We got Jackson wins the face-off back to Jake, who brings it down into the corner, looking to up to Jackson, who looks for a home run pass to Braden, but didn't quite get there offsides. So we're going to have a face-off just outside of the zone. Just outside of our zone, apparently. Tacoma's able to win the face-off, dump it into the zone, but Nate collects. Nate looking to chip it up the boards to Jackson. Puck comes out high to Tacoma, who rips a shot from the blue. Jake goes and gives chase up the half wall, loses it to Tacoma. Jake collects back below the goal line, chips it up the boards, looking for Jackson. Jackson chips it up the boards, looking for Braden. Braden's on a rush. Braden's got speed. Braden's got a shot. Tries to go far side, but isn't able to quite get there. Puck goes out of the zone. Bentley collects it. Jackson tosses it deep into their zone. 4 on ice. 45 seconds left in the penalty. 5:49 left in the second. Parker, Zach, Jake, and Bentley out. We win the face-off back. Bentley collects the puck behind the back of the net. Tacoma is able to fight through it. Gets the puck out front. Hard shot into Sawyer's midsection, who makes a chest save and a beauty. Jake coming off, Nate coming on. That means we got Nate, Bentley, Parker, and Zach out. Face off, we win, but Tacoma's able to collect it when we tried to chip it out. Sawyer redirects that shot into the corner. Hard shot back behind the net. Parker collects it on the far side, tries to chip it out, and is successful. Takes a hard hit in the process. Tacoma collects in their zone, looking to go, I don't know. Oh, they're going to try and skate it up the ice with speed. Chip and sort of chase. But Sawyer stops it, rims it around to the far side. Zach in the corner. Zach looking to chip it up the boards. Tacoma takes a shot, but Zach is able to redirect. Zach working it up the boards and gets it out of the zone. Parker and Jackson are able to keep it into the zone. Looks like it's chipped out to the far side. Bentley looking to take the hit. Tacoma goes offside at her blue. Our blue. The blue. We are back to even strength. 4.5 left. We win the face-off forward. Tacoma chips it into, I think there's bench. Taking it out to center ice. Jackson, Will, Braden, Anson, and Connor. Tacoma's able to control the face-off, entering the zone with speed, but Connor's able to break it up. Scrum back behind the net. Braden comes out of it, working it up the half wall. Tacoma's able to stop it. Connor gets it out of our zone to Braden, who's entering with speed, trying to get a 2-on-1. We've got a cross check from Braden. Nate, Connor, Will, and Zach. Zach wins the face-off, actually forward to Will, who gets it out of our zone. Tacoma breaks the puck at center ice. They enter, and then Will chips it out. Tacoma chips it in. Nate is giving chase hard. Comes around the back of the net and then chips it back behind him to himself. Looking to break out up the middle, but chips it towards the blue. Tacoma collects and tosses it to the far corner. Tacoma tries to work it up the boards, but chips it out instead. Zach collects, tries to get it up to Zach. Connor, who passed it to Zach, then now chips it into the zone. Zach gives chase, keeps it in the zone. Tacoma collects in front of their net and is trying to get the puck out of the zone, across center ice and now into the zone. Hard shot into Sawyer's midsection, who collects with his glove. 35 seconds left on the penalty. Bentley, Jackson, Cooper, and Jake. Jackson wins the face-off back into our corner. Bentley tries to work it around the corner. Tacoma collects, shot off net. Cooper goes far side to win the puck. Tacoma's able to collect and get a hard shot again off net. Bentley gives chase, tries to chip it up the middle to Jackson, who's able to collect the puck. Tries to work his way around the D. Hard shot off of the goalie's stick. Tacoma breaks it out up the middle, looking for speed, but Jake is able to win the puck. Tacoma keeps it in the zone, looking for center, but aren't able to get there. Cooper chips it out. Tacoma collects at half ice, chips it in, gets it past Cooper, but Bentley's there to collect behind the net. Bentley up to Cooper at the half wall. I actually don't know where the puck is. Puck is at center ice. Tacoma collects. Tacoma dumps it in. Sawyer stops the rim, and then Jake collects. Jake looking to break out. Rims it around back to Cooper, but Parker collects. Parker takes a hard hit at center ice. Puck down below their goal line. Tacoma collects behind their goal line. Braden gives chase. Braden's able to collect. Braden looking for help. Braden back behind their net, fighting off two Tacoma players. Zach goes in to help, looking to pull that puck out. I think we've got two Tacoma players sitting on it. Buck and a half left in the second. Tacoma wins the face-off and is looking to get out of their zone. There they are across half ice. Hard shot as soon as they cross. Sawyer takes it off of the shoulder. Anson tries to chip it out, tosses it far side to Zach, who gives it a stab, but Tacoma collects it at their blue and gets a hard shot off. Up the half wall, up to their blue. Tacoma's able to keep it in their zone. Parker tries to chip it out to Zach. Will giving chase on the forecheck. Tacoma brings it around the back of their net, tries to break it out the side, but Parker is able to break it up. Connor working it all the way around into the zone. Will hops off, Jackson hops in. Tacoma ices the puck. 50 seconds left in the second. Cinco, Jackson, Braden, Connor, and Anson in back. Jackson wins it back to Braden. Anson tries to keep it in the zone, but Tacoma gets it. Tacoma entering with speed. Tacoma goes over Sawyer's shoulder forward. Jackson pushes the puck forward, but Tacoma's able to collect. Tacoma enters the zone, chips it in. Nate giving chase behind the net. Nate giving chase. Jackson back to help. Looking to rim the puck around to Cinco. Cinco looks to break it out up the middle to Jake, who chips it up the ice. Jake fighting for it at the dot. Braden snipes it. 4-4 with 9 seconds left. Same lanes out. Nate and Jake in back. Braden, Jackson, Cinco up front. Jackson pushes it forward, but isn't quite able to get it. Tacoma collects, looking to get a shot off from the blue. And that's the end of the second. All right, 4-4.
Let's go, Rangers! Bring the intensity!
Looks like we're going to have Cinco, Braden, Jackson out to start. Jackson wins it back. Nate, who looked up to chip it up to Cinco, but Tacoma got a good stick on it. Tacoma entering the zone with speed, hard into Sawyer. Cinco looks to get it up the ice, hard off the boards to Braden, who is able to collect and go hard into the goalie's net, goalie's glove. Looks like we're going to get Tacoma on an interference here. Yep, Tacoma on an interference. We're going to go with Jake, Parker, Jackson, Braden, and Zach. Parker wins the faceoff back to Braden. He goes hard, this time into the net. 5-4. Last time I said glove, or last time I said net and meant glove. This time I said net and meant net. Parker, Jackson, Braden, Bentley, and Connor. Jackson wins the puck back to Connor, but Tacoma takes it off of his stick. Hard shot off of Sawyer's blocker. Bentley is able to collect, breaking out up the side. Tacoma is able to collect the puck at their blue, going cross ice, trying to break it out up the wall, but we are able to break it up. Connor dumps it in right on net. Tacoma collects, looking to go cross ice for a breakout. We are able to break it up. Bentley at center ice tosses it into the zone, so Tacoma has to recollect. Parker goes, gives chase. Tacoma dumps it down into our zone. Bentley collects and works it his way around the net. Tries to chip it out of the zone, but Tacoma collects. Hard shot in, but doesn't quite get there. Bentley off of the boards. Braden collects at the blue. Tacoma chips it out. Braden is able to get the puck to Jackson at our blue, and the puck goes out. Going to have a face-off here just on our side. Oh no, we're gonna have it down in our zone. Will, Cinco, Zach, Nate, and Jake. All right, we win the face-off back. Zach and Jake give chase. Tacoma still has it behind the net. We've got 2 players back there, 3 players back there. Nate is able to win the puck up the ice. Cinco's able to collect it along the far wall. Tosses it to Tacoma across the blue, and Tacoma is able to dump it back into the zone for an offsides. I got a face-off just outside of the zone. Tacoma wins it back to center ice, but we try to jump it. Tacoma gets it into the zone. They center. Zach collects, looking for some help, goes cross ice to Cinco. Cinco takes a hit, but Zach is able to chip the puck into the zone. Jake gives chase. Tacoma brings it back around their net to the half wall, looking to break up the middle of the ice. Tacoma's able to get it into their zone. Will breaks it up. Puck goes to center ice. Tacoma chips and chases. Jake gives chase. Tries to chip it up the wall to Cinco, but Tacoma collects. Zach gets it back. Zach gets it out of the zone with speed. Cinco giving chase. Will along his side. Tacoma collects just on the other side of the blue, trying to catch us on a change. Connor gives chase. Connor breaks it up as they enter the zone, but Tacoma gets it back. Bentley behind the back of the net. Cinco and Connor giving chase. Cinco's able to get to the player. Connor chips it up to Braden, who has somebody riding him. I don't know if that was offsides, but that's what they're calling it. Braden, Jackson, Parker, Nate, and Jake coming in. All right, we win the face-off. Braden enters the zone of speed, looking for Parker in the middle. Goes high off the goalie's shoulder. Tacoma tosses it down for an icing. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third. 5-4 us. Jackson wins it back to Nate, who gives it a hard shot on net. Tacoma chips it out of the zone. Jake collects at center ice. Who goes Nate far side. Chips. Tries to chip and chase, but had a pitching wedge. Dumps the puck into the stands. Face off at half ice. All right, we jump the face off and are able to collect it. Jackson isn't quite there, but Nate is right there to help support. Braden on the forecheck, gets the puck behind the net, looking for help. Cycles down to Jake, who collects the puck at the half wall, takes a hit, keeps fighting in front of the net. Parker's right there, but goalie is able to glove it. Got Will, Zach, and Cinco coming in with Connor and Bentley. 9 minutes left in the third. We collect the face-off back to Bentley, who gives a hard shot. Will looking for the tap. I'm not sure who got blown up there. Yeah, it looks like Will got blown up there. Same line staying out. All right, Zach wins it down into the corner. Will looking to collect the puck. Will takes an interference penalty, but Tacoma's going to the box. So we are going to have Braden, Parker, Zach, Jake, and Jackson. 9 minutes left in the game. Shots are 30-22. Looks like we're going to have Zach and Jackson in back to run the power play. Parker wins the face-off back to Zach, who dumps it into the zone. Rims it back around to Jackson, who's looking for a shot. Gets it over to Braden on the far side, who dumps it into the middle to Jackson, who isn't quite able to corral it. Shot, rebound, shot. Braden on the far side looking to Zach up the middle. Zach is looking up the middle, but isn't able to collect it. Puck gets dumped out. Zach collects, far side over to Braden. Puck goes in the zone. Braden, hard shot. Goalie collects. Same line stays out. Tacoma wins the face-off back, but we're able to hit. Jackson goes high. Jackson, another shot. Jackson collects, looks far side to Braden. Braden collects. Jake out front. Tacoma is able to collect and freeze the puck. 30 seconds left on the penalty. 8 minutes left in the game. Same one stays out. Scrum at the face. Looks like he's got it. Fight on the half wall. Nate blocks it from getting out. Jackson, hard slapper off the side of the net. Jake collects. Jake looking for somebody out front. Parker is able to... Oh, I thought that went in. Parker redirects out front, but the goal is able to collect. 12 seconds left on the penalty. All right, we've got Bentley and Connor coming in the back. Parker wins the Jackson, cycling around, looking to center. Hard off the board, which is a weird bounce. Tacoma out of the zone, hard, fast with some speed. Off of Sawyer's. Tacoma chips it out and then chips it back in for an offsides. That was off of Sawyer's blocker, not bad. You'd think I'd know. My daughter's a goalie. Cinco will cave in. Tacoma brings the puck off of the face-off, off of Sawyer's stick and blocker behind the net. Puck goes behind the net. Cinco tries to rim it around. Tacoma gets it at the half wall. Cinco giving chase on the half wall, looking to chip it out. Tacoma's able to collect though and gets a shot on net. Looking for a rebound. Looking for a third rebound. Cinco's able to collect. Tacoma is going in the box for, I don't know. What are they going in the box for? I don't know what they're going in the box for. Six and a half left in the game. 5-4 us. Usual power play line. Jake, Parker, Braden up front, Jackson, and Zach in the back. We get the face-off. Jackson takes it up in the slot. Tacoma gets a stick on it. Fight at the half wall. Tacoma chips out. Zach collects it at our blue line, looking to swing it around. Goes far side to Braden, who collects, trying to catch. Nope, drops it back to Zach, who's going to come speed. Looking to chip it down below the goal line. Braden chase. Tacoma collects it, chips it around the boards. Jake collects. Jake takes the hit. Braden collects the puck. Third hit. Tacoma takes it out of the zone. Zach tosses it far side to Braden. Braden dances at center ice, gets it around Tacoma, gets in with speed, tries to drop it to Jackson. Tacoma breaks it up. Zach collects it. Our blue line. Looks like we're getting a change. Braden brings it in, but Tacoma tosses it out and ices it. 5.5 left in the game, 17 left in the penalty, 5-4 us. Haven, Cinco, Will, with Connor in, Nate in back. Will wins it back to Connor, who gets it on net. Rebound comes out up the middle. Tacoma going with speed. All right, looks like we should have a penalty, but don't. Cinco gets it up to Caven with speed up the middle. Caven gets into the zone, but Tacoma is able to break it up. Looks like Tacoma is able to get it into the zone, and Sawyer is able to cover. Five left in the game. Ben and Nate in back. Wow, that was a fast drop. Bentley collects. Braden's able to get a stick on it, looking for help. Zach dumps it off to Jackson at the blue. Looked like it goes off of the goal blocker. And not able to get a stick. 4.5 left. Bentley and Nate back. Jackson, Braden, and Zach up front. Nope, Bentley's coming off. Jake's coming in. We win it back to Nate. Oh, back to Zach, who dumps it into the corner. Jackson giving chase, who bumps Tacoma off of the puck. Puck comes up the middle. They try to chip it out, but Jake is able to collect. Jake chips it up the half wall, trying to get it out of the zone, but it doesn't quite get there. Braden collects. Tacoma with a hard stick gets it out of there. Oh, puck comes up the middle. Tacoma, hard shot. Sawyer is able to collect. 4 minutes left. Jackson wins the face-off back into the corner. Bentley swinging it around. Can't quite get there. Puck comes up front. Tacoma's trying to get a shot off. Big scrum out in front. Connor comes out with it around the back. Parker up looking for Braden on a streak. Braden goes backhand and in. 6-4 us. Cinco, Zach, and Will up front. Nate and Jake in back. Tacoma's able, nope, we're able to get the puck in the zone. Will carries it through Zach up the middle. Tacoma. Cinco brings it around the back of the net, looking for Zach on the far wall, who's trying to get it out of the zone to Jake collects. Jake coming in with speed, Will on the middle. Jake chips it down below the goal and looking for help out front, Hitting the puck in the corner. Hard shot off the post. Will giving chase, Will separating. We're able to collect the puck after it comes out. Jake coming in with speed, Will to support. Jake fighting through. They chip the puck out. Parker giving chase all the way down in our zone. Parker collects around the back of the net. Oh, wow. Tacoma blows Parker up in the back, almost like a slew foot. I don't know what they're going to call here. What are they going to call? I don't see a hand signal. Are they giving a 10 and a 2? They're giving a 10 and a 2 for boarding, I guess. I don't know what hand behind the back is. We're able to collect it. Braden back to Zach, who tosses it over to Jackson. Jackson walks in, goes high blocker for another goal. 7 for us. Cinco, Caven, Will with Connor and Nate in the back. Tacoma is able to get a shot on Sawyer. Will is having trouble. Nope, Will's good. I am being told that arm behind the back is a check from behind. Will's coming off. Zach is coming in. Tacoma wins the face-off, but we're able to collect on the half wall. Caven takes a hard hit. Tacoma dumps it down in below the goal line. Tacoma chips it up the half wall. Caven tries to get it out to Zach. Caven fighting below the goal line, goes far side. Cinco trying to collect, works hard against the Tacoma player. Tacoma comes away with it, tries to go up the middle. Hard shot up the middle. We're able to block. Gets it hard on net again, but Sawyer is able to collect. Got Bentley and Jake in back. Brent Parker. Sorry, Brent, I just saw your message. Braden Jackson wins it back to Bentley. Bentley tries to chip it up the boards, goes past Parker. Tacoma D launched it directly into. So we're going to do it again. 7 for us, buck 30 left. Tacoma's able to get the puck back to their D, up the middle. Hard shot on net. Sawyer blocks. Sawyer freezes. Sawyer hands the puck to the ref. Ooh, here's a change. We're going to do it on the other side. Jackson wins the puck back. Jake takes it around the back of the net. reverses course. Jackson up the half wall. Jackson with speed tries to chip it out of the zone and does. Braden chips it to Parker, but Tacoma collects. Braden's able to keep it in the zone. Tacoma gets it out of the zone, enters with speed. Jackson stands up their player. Parker gives chase. Braden gives chase. Braden and Parker separate the puck. Tacoma gets it. Jackson bounces it off the half wall. Braden gives him the business. Bentley also gives business. Tacoma collects behind the back of the net. Out front. Over Sawyer's shoulder. 7-5. Cinco, Zach, and Caven coming out with Nate and Connor in back. Zach tosses it back to Connor. Connor uses the puck up the middle, gets it out. Cinco and Caven give chase. Cinco not able to quite get there. Looks like Tacoma gets it up the middle, right into Sawyer's belly. Gonna do it again, same line. Zach dumps it back to Connor. Connor bringing it around the back of the net, keeping it in the corner. Zach's giving chase on support, looking for Caven, looking for a home run pass to Cinco. Cinco's able to collect it, gets it for himself. Cinco goes high over the shoulder. I've been told there's no cheering in the media box, but I'm not gonna lie. Yay, my kid. Same line staying out. Zach wins it back to Nate, who dumps it over to Connor, looking for Cinco on the sidewall, who chips it into the zone. Cinco giving chase. Tacoma chips it out. Tacoma is able to get it. Sawyer is able to collect it in his glove, and that's game, folks. Got an 8-5 final, folks. Shots were 42-34. Two. We'll see you next weekend, folks.